this video is going to be an attempt at a character guide for Iris, and since it's my first time doing one of these, I'm going to try and go over some basic knowledge for some of the common endgame maps. To begin, let's take a look at our stats. So, these are my Iris stats. And these are her runes. And then next up, let's take a look at her skills. So first I'm going to go over her actives, and then I'll move on to her passives. So in terms of skills, the general consensus is that if an ability is multi-hit, takes long to cast, moves your character, or does like no damage, you probably shouldn't use it. So this ability actually falls into all four of those categories, so it's complete garbage. Like if I ever see you using this in my lobby, I'm just going to report you. Type 2 on the other hand is actually usable. It has decent delay. If you're playing content that requires you to delay with MP1. I'll get more into that later, but this ability is fine. Like it's decent. Does decent damage and has delay. And then this kind of falls into like the same category as this ability. Like it's fine. Like it's an okay ability. Like it doesn't move you that much. Doesn't take long to cast, and it does decent damage. Type 2 on the other hand is basically like type 1 of this ability. Like it moves you and it's multi-hit, and it takes kind of long to like get all the damage out. So it's kind of bad. So just never, I would never recommend using these two. There are cases where you want to use this, and I actually take it for my Tower of Disappearance loadout, because in that map you generally just want to have like abilities that come out quick and have like decent delay. Okay, moving on. This ability's one tap. It does decent damage and it comes out fast. So this is actually a pretty good ability for her. So I would recommend taking this if you're doing content where one taps are strong. So one tap meaning like one damage instance for an ability. Type 2, however, this ability is not as good. In fact, it's not even worth like ever taking, because later on we're going to go over this ability. I can just go over it right now. Like this ability is just like the best AoE for big targets. It's kind of AoE, but it's just like really good against big targets. So it kind of falls into like the same category as this skill and this skill, but this one's just better. So you would never take this or this over this. And since she's an AMP character, you can just spam the same ability over and over again by holding down Z. So it doesn't even matter. So yeah, this one's bad. This one's bad. Just take this. This ability is actually like one of her best MP1s against big targets. As you can see in the preview, like if you're using this against a big target, like you're getting all the hits in, and it has the highest like base damage against big targets. And this one's slightly worse because it does less damage, and it still does more damage than all of the other MP1s, but you wouldn't use this against like a super big target because you can just use this one over this one. But this one's for like medium targets that you can get. If you can get all the hits off, it's still stronger than the other choices basically. So this one's also decent. So far, type 2 MP1's usable, this one's usable, this one's usable, this one's usable, and this one's usable. And then next we have Luffy time. So this ability is kind of weird to use. Like the cast time's kind of long, but I know what I said earlier. Like if the cast time's long, it's probably bad, but this one's not that bad. Like you can use it and like move around, and it does like pretty good damage. Like even though the cast time's long, like you would probably never not use it in scenarios where like you have to kill something fast. But it's a decent ability, so we do use it. This one's better than type 2, so you would never use type 2. Basically, it's bad because the last damage instance, where you see like all the little things like explode, it's bad because not all of them are gonna hit. So this one just does more damage, basically. In terms of AoE, she has this option. Like it's good room clear, but I think in general, like for endgame, like there's not a lot of scenarios where you would need AoE. The only time I ever see you like using this ability would be like early game dungeons or like Abyssal Path, where there's like mobs. But in Abyssal Path, like you're playing with 3 other people, for the most part. So you technically don't like this one. This ability, like yes, it's a room clear, but like in Abyssal Path, it's not gonna kill anything, so it's not that useful, basically. I'm gonna go over like skill tree setups for like every type of content later. So we don't use this, but it's a decent AoE option if you do need AoE. So there's that. And then we went over this earlier. It's just the best skill she has against big targets. So all of the endgame content basically, outside of like Tower of Disappearance. This is a passive, so you just click it every time. This ability is a decent MP1 option actually. So this one's homing, that's the difference. It's homing, but it does less damage. And they're both spammable. Like you can keep pressing Z after you cast, and it'll keep going. I still think like for the most part, like we just take this MP1 over this because it just applies to more scenarios. But there are scenarios where like if you want to burst down a target with MP1, you can use one of these. I would suggest like type 1 over type 2 because it just does more damage. You don't need the homing effect. Like it's fine. Like you're pressing an ability when you can hit it. You're not just pressing it randomly. So it's almost always type 1. Like it's a decent MP1 option if you want to play around with that. So these two are healing abilities. I think healing abilities are just useless in the game. Like if you can just kill your target, why even bother healing? Like the only case I can see like ever taking these abilities is like an Abyssal Path, but just don't die. Like basically, just don't die. So I don't see like a world where you ever take these unless you're like a super passive player, just afraid of dying or something. But yeah, in this game, like you just want all the damage abilities and kill your targets as fast as possible. Healing's like whatever, you know. Okay, so this last ability, it's a good single target ability. Basically, it's better than this. It's better than this one, but it's only if you can like guarantee all the hits to like one target, and it's animation cancelable. So basically, you can like chain cast them, and it won't cancel like the first one. So it's pretty good. It does more damage. Probably just said that, but it does more damage than this one. You can take both in like certain scenarios. In some loadouts, I do take both. I'll show you later, depending on content. But ability's good. And then this one we went over earlier. Like it's kind of inferior compared to this one, so you just like never take it almost. You would always take this for like big targets. Okay, so that's all the abilities, and then moving on to passives. So for passives, I think for the most part, like passives for every character, not just ours, is personal preference. But I recommend taking all of the highlighted ones I have here. The only optional ones where they force you to pick one is this one. So let's go over like what it does. So these passives have to do with the X button, like where you charge up to like 3 paint orbs or whatever, and then you press X, and then she does that little attack. So this one is skill damage after you press it, and this one's cooldown. So since she's a AMP character, like cooldown doesn't matter because you can like cast abilities even if they're on cooldown by holding down Z anyway. So I think skill damage is better here, right? So this command I don't like having because it's an up command, and usually like in the middle of a combo, let's say like you want to jump, you might accidentally like do this and then like it delays your jumping. So I just have it off. Like the basic combo for MP, like you don't use this one anyway. Like I'd just rather have it off instead of like accidentally like pressing up during combo when I want to jump instead. So I just have it off. It's personal preference. Like it probably doesn't matter, but I just don't like having it on. And then this one, it's also an option. So it's the broom flying, as you can see here in the preview. So this one, the duration is longer, but the cooldown's also longer. And then this one, duration shorter, cooldown shorter. So I'm thinking that, you know, you're not going to be spamming this skill. Like you would rather, because you can cancel it basically. Like you don't have to ride it for the entire duration. You can cancel it whenever by pressing X. By pressing Z, sorry. by pressing Z. So you would rather like have it more like if you want to opt in for flying longer for whatever reason, like just take the one that makes you fly longer, because you're not going to be spamming this. Like you're most of the time you're not even going to be casting this, so you might as well take the longer one and cancel it. Like if you want to drop. So that's my thought process. And then for this skill, it's the orb, it's the healing orb. So like I said, healing's like whatever in this game, but I guess like when you do cast it, like you want it to heal more. So I picked the healing more option, longer cooldown, but it's like whatever. And in most scenarios, like you're gonna be using it in maps where like, it's gonna be like a multiple stage map. So whenever you load into a new stage, all of your cooldowns reset basically. That's all like very specific scenarios for other characters. But in this scenario, like I would just opt in for like the more healing. For this one, it's also an option. Oh, it's the invulnerable skill. So this one has a longer duration where you're like invulnerable. So I just picked this one because you can also cancel it. So all of these are cancelable by pressing X during it. Or this one's not cancelable because it's something. But this flying one and this one are both cancelable. So you might as well just opt in for the longer duration and just cancel it if you don't need it. Okay. Like you're probably never gonna like use these. Like it's very like niche, but yeah, those are my preferences. This have on is just the falling jump attack or whatever. Okay. The other thing is these evade commands. So for me, like I don't like having evade commands on my characters because I want to have the flexibility of like changing direction. So let's say like you're in the middle of a combo and you press back, like you're gonna do this evasion, right? But if you have it turned off and you press back, your character is gonna turn the other way and attack, and then it just changes your direction. So I want to be able to like have that flexibility. So I just generally have all the evasion off for all my characters. So again, it's personal preference, but I think it might be slightly better just to like have it off. Yeah, these two are together. So if you have one off, like you're gonna have both off. Okay, so that's the skill tree. For awakening skills, generally for every character, it's like the same build. Like you just want special attack, you want crit damage, and you want damage to bosses, right? They're just like, so damage to bosses is better than all skill damage because it has a higher cap. Like the higher the number, the better it is, basically. Because endgame, like most enemies are going to be bosses anyway, so you're not like really losing that much. Yeah, it's a higher cap, basically. And special attack over attack, because that is, again, higher cap. So, okay, so that's the skill tree. And then, I guess I can show you, like, the basic combos. Show you guys, like, the basic combos. And, like, how to play her. Like, she's a very easy character, and she's, like, kind of strong. So, I forgot this skill, actually. So, the MP4 is just, like, always better than the old one. It's one tap, and I'm pretty sure it does more damage as well. But, again, like, this one takes like long to cast, it's not one tap, so it's just inferior to the new one. And then, oh, how can I forget? This awakening skill of hers is the most broken awakening skill in the game. Because if you read, it says it will generate like MP for like 10 seconds, I'm pretty sure. Or something like that. But after you cast it, your mana bar is gonna keep regenning. Like it's really broken. It's really broken, basically. That's all you have to know. So yeah, that's all of her skills and passives. And let me show you how to play her. Like, it's not rocket science. Like, she might be one of the easiest characters in the game, actually. So let's hop into this map, and then I can show you guys. Okay. So, basic combos. Sorry. Basic combo, I think, for me, it's not really preference. I think the best combo you can do with her, like basic attack combo for mana, is just Z, 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 and then double attack. So it's just 3 Zs, and then you press forward for like the double attack. And that's like the fastest MP regen method, I'm pretty sure, for her. And then, for sure, like whenever your X buttons up, just press it. And then like chain a skill. Because again, like the passive gives you damage increase for your abilities after using it. for 5 seconds. So that's her MP gaining method. Like, it's pretty simple. Like, you just basic attack for MP. Nothing fancy. I guess I can showcase, like, the commands. So this is the healing orb. C up. C forward is the flying ability. And again, you can cancel by pressing Z. So I just canceled it there. And then C down is the invincible skill, the invulnerable skill. And then you can cancel it by pressing Z. So that's like her entire kit basically. Like, it's not even, it's like the most simple character ever. Another pointer I can give you, she's a ranged character. So there's this trick you can do with like ranged characters where you can like buffer your auto attack before pressing an ability. So I'm gonna show it here, I guess. I'm gonna do like the basic combo and then press an ability as I'm like buffering the auto. And basically the point of doing this is, even though you're like full of mana right now, the attack goes after you cast. So you're gonna get some MP back because you buffered an auto attack. So here I'm gonna showcase it. So I'm gonna attack and then like press an ability. You see how my MP bar went up a little after casting? Like, it's super niche. You're probably never gonna use it like 9 out of 10 times, but I feel like it does come up when you're like just hitting for mana, but then you overcap, but then you can like press an ability and then like get some MP back after. It's useful for like chaining X key as well. Like, you can chain it, that little MP, that little mana you gain back combined with like X bind lets you like cast another MP3, your third skill. So it could be useful, but it's niche. But just wanted to like point that out there, because there's not a lot of like ranged characters in this game. Like, I feel like she's one of the only ones, and her attacks are like pretty slow. So like you can pull this off, right? Like, who are the other ranged characters? Like Lyre, but Lyre has like her own way of like getting MP back or MP regen with like crossbow second job. So it's like kind of different, even though she's like ranged. So that's pretty much it. Like, super easy character. You just spam like this sequence over and over again until you get enough mana, and you just like spam the same spell. That's how you play this game, basically. Alright, so that's how to play her, I guess. And then we can go over like the different content in the game, in terms of like endgame content. So I do have recorded videos. I recorded videos because for Tower of Disappearance and Abyssal Path, you have to matchmake. So I'm not gonna sit here and wait for a lobby. So I just like pre-recorded. I'm just gonna like do a bot review like right now. Okay. So let's start with Tower of Disappearance. In short, TOD. So that's like the acronym. TOD. And it's this map basically. So I joined the random room, and I'm just gonna go over like the basics. I feel like not so much about like how to play Iris, because I feel like, you know, once you get the abilities down, it's pretty self-explanatory, like when to use it. But I'm gonna try and go over like how to play this map in general. More on like how to play this map compared to like what you can do with Iris. Cause okay, so let's start. The general rule for TOD is the abilities that like one tap have a 1 damage instance are S tier here. So you just want to like kill stuff without hitting them more than once. You'll see it later. And then in this run, like, we had a Dio, so everything's gonna like get 1 tap pretty fast anyway. But I guess the drawback of like having an AP character in your TOD run, so like AP characters like Dio, Vegas, even Lei, they're just gonna like kill everything every floor because they regen mana without hitting. That's like how AP characters work. So we're not gonna be able to like charge our awakening skill this run, which is like fine. Like, I'm in a pretty good lobby, I think. And then yeah, we just don't need it. But generally, like, if you're casting your abilities throughout the run, like, you're gonna charge up your awakening skill and you can use it on 10F, because that's what we're doing here. We're going to play for 10th floor, 10F, so full clear. Okay, so every floor I'm gonna try to break down like where to stand and like what the roles are for like people on your team. Just to like put that knowledge in your head, so you don't like grief your runs or anything. So we just killed first floor. First floor is the most like whatever floor. You can just like do whatever, just kill them. And then starting from like 2F, like, you want to like know where to stand and like who's casting abilities and whatnot. So let's play here. So Moving on to second floor, like you see the positioning, right? So if you're baiting, you just want to stand like where I am. Like here, where I'm standing. This is the bait position. So enemy's gonna spawn here, right? Enemy's gonna spawn here. They're gonna be facing towards me, and then these two, or whatever, one person. Like in this scenario, like there's two people standing there. It's whatever, but generally, like one person's gonna stand there and skill. So this person will do the killing. So this is like loading into 2F basically. Like you have to keep this in mind. Loading into 2F. This is the positioning. If you're not killing, just stand where I am for aggro. If you're killing, stand here. And then enemy will spawn right here. So this is for 2F, basically. Alright, let's go back to the bot. Okay. So loading into 2F, that's exactly what happens. So the person standing behind kills. Okay. And then 3F. So this position. Sorry, one tab. This one. Okay. So I'm gonna paste over it. Okay, it's not working. Give me 1 sec. Okay, there you go. Okay. So again, aggro is right here. Fuck, let's spell it. So this is aggro, and then this is kill. And then enemy will spawn right here. And then there's going to be a platform next floor. So another forbidden trick you can do. So when you're loading into like the next stage and you see like a black screen, you can jump. And then when you load in, you're going to be on the platform above. So I'll show you like once I resume the replay. But these are the positions. Like enemy is going to spawn here. And then aggro. If you're like baiting, you're gonna stand here and then jump when it's black screen, and then you'll be on the platform above once you load in. And the person killing is right here. Okay, so this is like loading into 3F. Okay, let's go back to the replay and then let's see what happens. So we load in, and then I inputted my jump as I was loading during the black screen. So I ended up like on the platform above once you load in. And then you see like she's facing us, and the person killing is pressing an ability to kill. And the whole reason we're doing this, like, you want to know where to stand and who's killing and like who's casting, because you don't want to like, you don't want to double cast. Like if you're also casting with someone else, like you're wasting like MP or like wasting like cooldowns basically. Like if one person can get the job done, like you can just like play to bait. Like you don't have to like also kill, because it doesn't make sense, right? You don't want to like grief people basically. So just like identify like who's killing and like who's baiting, and then just play your role basically. So here, look, let's do the breakdown first. So here, we're loading into 4F, right? So 4F enemy, this or this will be the killing position. And then here's bait, or aggro. I guess just keep it consistent, because I've been calling it aggro. And then enemy's gonna spawn right here. Enemy. Right? So when you load in, he's gonna spawn, and then the person killing will press something. But in this scenario, like, you also have to be flexible. Like if you see someone like not willing to give up their spot, but then you're also in position, just sack. Like just go bait or something. Like it doesn't matter. Like it doesn't matter who kills. Like if they're so like insistent on killing, just let them kill. And then let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure like I just concede. Yeah, I just go to baiting position and then he'll cast. It's fine. Okay. And then we're loading into 5F. I mean, this one's pretty self-explanatory, right? Like you just go to like where everyone else is going. Enemy's gonna spawn here. So you want to stand right here with the group. All of you are killing. Right? You don't have to like unleash your entire load on her like once you load in. Like other people are going to be casting too. You can drop like a MP1 or MP2 on their forehead, depending on how you're feeling. Like you don't have to like get an MP4 her or anything. Like it's like she's not that tanky. it's fine. Okay, so this is 5F, right? This is 5F. Or loading into 5F. Okay, so she's dead. And here's the hard part, because I know most people, like, or not most people, like, some people don't play for 10F, so this part can get confusing, but I'm gonna, like, do the full breakdown. Just like I did with, 1 to 5F. Okay. Let's do the breakdown here. Yeah, let's do the breakdown here. Okay. So, this is loading into 6F, right? So, 6F. 6F. Enemy is gonna spawn right here. Enemy. So there's gonna be platform once you load in. So if you want to bait, you can stand here and do the jumping thing I told you guys about earlier. Black screen. Jump. So over here, this would be like bait. And then jump like once you start loading in, once you see the black screen. Kill position is like right here. Or right here. I'm saying or because some characters have abilities where like you have to be on the same platform to like hit them. So that's why like where I'm standing is also a valid position, because you want to like jump and then like skill them immediately once you load in. But then his position is for characters who can like hit a platform below, basically. So both of them are kill positions. You just have to jump if you're standing where I'm standing. But here again, like same scenario, right? Like I position, someone else positions. I'm willing to concede, so I just go bait. As you can see when I resume the replay. Yeah, so I just concede my position and just go bait. No point of two people skilling, right? Like, they're gonna one shot it anyway. Like, there's no point of you like skilling. And this is under like the assumption that you're in like a decent lobby, and people can actually one shot, of course. But this is like just the right way to play, so it doesn't even matter. Like, you just have to trust them to like one shot or like know what to do. And then if it turns out that they grief it, then oh well, right? Like, you just have to like play normally, basically. Or just do the right thing, and you're fine. Okay. Okay. So 7F. So this is 6F. And we'll do 7F now. 7F. 7F. Okay, so enemy's gonna spawn right here. And bait position is where these people are standing. Bait. And then kill is either here or here, depending on like what you're casting and like what character. So these two are like kill. Right, so I stand here, no one's contesting, so I guess like I'm pressing something once we load in. If you stand here, if you have, again, like same thing here, like if you have an ability to like hit the platform above, you can just stand here. If not, you can just jump. Black screen jump. You can jump during black screen, so either works. Or you can stand here as well if you have like a long range ability to just kill. Right, okay. So this is 7F. So here I do jump. I didn't need to jump, but it's whatever. Like, doesn't change anything. But I'm like, it's nice because I'm showing it like you can jump during black screen, and that's how it looks like, basically. Okay, 8F. 8F is, I guess, like the most tricky floor because the roles are kind of different now. But of course, like I'll break down like where to stand and everything. So in good lobbies, like you're always gonna see this setup. The enemy is gonna spawn right here. Okay, this is where the enemy is gonna spawn. But in good lobbies, usually you're gonna see this setup. One person is gonna be aggroing, and then the rest is gonna be standing here to kill. So this is like the only floor where like multiple people are getting ready to like kill, which is fine because you're gonna see how it plays out. And the definition of aggro is different on this floor. So once you load into 8F, she's gonna spawn right here, and the person aggroing, so me in this case, like you want to have an ability to like knock her down Like, you're gonna see how it plays out once I play the tape or play the replay. But the person aggroing, once you load in, like once you see her spawn, you want to press your ability to knock down. And the reason why you want to knock her down is because once you knock her down, she has a mechanic where she's gonna like TP behind you. She's gonna TP behind you once you knock her down. So the whole point of this setup is once you load in, the designated person to knock her down will press that ability. She'll be knocked down, and then you want to drop to the platform below. You just want to drop real quick, and then she'll TP behind you. And what does that mean? She's going to spawn right here after she TPs. And then everyone standing in this area gets the free hit. Back shot. Back attack, basically. And then kill her instantly. So that's the whole summary breakdown. One person well, I think most characters do have a knockdown ability. And if they do know, like, they will use it. But, yeah, that's the whole breakdown for, like, the person aggroing and the people killing. And this is only for 8th floor. It's like a special floor where you want to do this trick. Okay, let's see how it plays out. There are nuances, but I'll go over it, like, once we see how it plays out. So here, once we load in, I press an ability. She's knocked down, right? This is, like, indication that she's, like, on the floor. She's knocked down. And then she'll TP behind me. And then she'll face towards me. Like, she'll face towards me. She'll face towards my back. So whichever way I'm facing, she'll also face. So don't grief it by turning around. Like, you should just face left. And then everyone behind me will just skill and kill it, basically. Okay, we can go over the nuance now. Nuance is, generally, you want the knockdown ability to be single hit. Because the mechanic of, like, 7F and 8F, like, the enemies can teleport if you hit them with, like, a multi-hit ability. So generally, you do want to, like, designate the person that's gonna, like, knock down, be, like, on a single hit ability that knocks them down. In this case, like, yes, I did use a multi-hit, but I got lucky that she didn't TP. So, like, nothing bad happens. But as you play more, you're gonna see what I'm talking about. Like, there's TP mechanics, teleport mechanics on the 7F. On 7F and 8F if you don't, like, insta-kill them. Or, like, if you hit them, like, with multi-hit abilities, they have a chance to TP. And in this case, she didn't TP. And I guess, like, for Iris, you have these options to, like, for both of them knock down, basically. Like, you can cast either one, but here I opted into, like, cast my second ability to do more damage, basically. Since it's also a knockdown, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so that's what happened here. So that's the setup for 8F. So I guess, like, once you get into more lobbies with, like, people who actually know what they're doing, it's gonna be the same setup, like, every time. So it's good to know that this is the setup. Like, I know it's messy, but I mean, aggro, right? Kill, and then you just want to, like, press an ability to knock down. Doesn't matter if it's you or someone else. If you're not knocking down, you should just be here. So yeah. Okay. So we're moving on to 9F now, right? Or, oh, sorry, minis. So, I guess I should also go over that. So after killing this big one, big one's dead, right? Let's break it down here, I guess. The mini ones, there's 2 of them. They're gonna spawn right here. So the person killing should be standing right here. Whether it's you or someone else, doesn't matter. But just make sure, like, you can one-shot. People baiting will be here. And that's it. Like, this is where you stand to kill, this is where you stand to bait. Because they're gonna spawn facing this way. Right here. So that's what happens. Like, we stand here, they're gonna spawn, and then they both die. It's a deal. Okay, now we move on to 9F. So 9F, the breakdown is this. So enemy's gonna spawn, like, right here. Sorry. Let me get the brush. Enemy's gonna spawn right here. And this is 9F, right? 9F. Enemy's gonna spawn right here. So if you're killing, you're either standing here or here, depending on your character and skill. Again, there's gonna be a platform, so you can jump, you can stay here, or you can stand here, whatever. Just depending on character, you're gonna stand in either position, right? And then people aggroing are to stand in this group over here, basically. And I guess 9F is also another floor where like these people are also pressing abilities, because as of now, like, you can't actually get strong enough. Well, you can, but it's pretty hard. Like, you can't get strong enough to like one shot it yourself, so you need like someone helping here, and someone's gonna press an ability here to kill it, basically. This person breaks it because it's gonna spawn like a double just like every floor after 5F. Like, the enemies after you kill like the big version, 2 minis are gonna spawn. So it's the same thing here, as you're gonna see. But if you kill, you stand here. If you're aggroing, you stand here, and then you're gonna press something. Sometimes. So let's see how it plays out. So Dio, he's gonna do the trick to jump during black screen. He's on the platform above. He's gonna onrush, break it, and then we press something, and they both die. So that's how 9F plays out. And then 10F, doesn't matter where you stand, because you're all gonna like spawn at the same location. Okay, let's do this breakdown first, because I feel like it's important to know. Sorry, I messed it up. Print screen. Okay. First thing you want to do when you spawn in, don't beeline. Just take this route, and then drop once like you see there's no flame here. Sometimes there's going to be a flame. Okay, the more you play 10F, the more used to you're going to get with the flame. There's a specific pattern to it. There's 2 patterns actually, and she's going to do like one of the 2 every time. But you can also use feeling after you play this game enough. But basically, you want to take this route. This is a safe route, and then once you see like there's no flame, just drop down and start skilling, basically. So that's the route you want to take. So all of us take that route except one guy, but he's gonna like dodge behind anyway. Okay, make sure you're standing on the right side of her, because that's where you like back attack. I'm sure like that's self-explanatory. You just do more damage if you're getting back attacks in. So okay, for Iris, the reason I took this MP1, it's delay, right? As I explained earlier in the skill tree portion. Or you can spam MP3s. If you're strong enough to just kill her fast, it might be in your best interest to just press MP3s and like kill her ASAP. But if you're in a lobby where like everyone's weaker, you can play as like delay, basically. Just spam MP1 to like delay her movement, so everyone can like hit her for longer, basically. So you have 2 options here. But she dies pretty fast in my lobby, so I just press like MP3 twice, and then I press MP1 twice, and then she's dead already. But yeah, that's 10F basically. I guess another thing I should bring up, Iris doesn't actually have like an MP regen technique in the fog. So in 10F, let me go back a little so I can like show what I'm talking about. Like right. Usually you're gonna see an indicator where like the light comes down, and then you're gonna see a fog. But okay, right here. I guess I can screenshot this. Okay, right here. This is bad. Right here, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. Once you see this fog, your movements are slowed. So if you try to like Z key to like MP regen, it's gonna be super slow. Some characters have a bypass to that. Like some characters just have like an MP regen tool where you can like not be affected by the fog. So like Lyra, you can jump above and crossbow to MP regen. That's just like an example. But Iris doesn't have that. So most of the time you just, if you want to play it safe, just spam MP1. Because like all your actions are going to be slowed by the fog. But I feel like these days, like, everyone's like super inflated, so I feel like she dies pretty fast compared to like before. But just keep that in mind. Like the fog, basically like your movements are gonna be slowed and your inputs. And there's not like a real way for you to like regen mana outside of like potting for some character. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Yeah, that's basically TOD 10F. I mean, it looks easy, but it depends on like how lucky you are with your parties and how like jacked up your character is. But that's like the gist of it. Yeah, one-tap skills are really good here, as you can see like from the gameplay. Like most of us, like when we're killing, we're only casting one-hit abilities. In fact, like I think every kill is like one hit outside of like 9F. But 9F doesn't matter. 6F and 9F doesn't matter because they don't teleport. But generally, you just want to kill stuff in like one hit, right? I feel like everyone can like, it's easier to like get strong enough to do that now because you have so many like options and like ways to get like free stats. But yeah, like it's just all one tap, like they all die at once. I guess 8F is an exception too, but you do this like trick and it should be simple. Okay, I think that's it for TOD. I'm just gonna pace over this later because we're gonna be doing more breakdowns, but okay, let's go back to GC. So that's TOD. It's one of the endgame maps. It's the only map to like farm single property scrolls right now, so it might be in your best interest to like learn how to play it. Or like you learn as you go, right? Like this breakdown might not be super like clear or like well explained right now, but as you play more, you're gonna understand. And I think that's like the beauty of it. Just learn as you go. Okay, next, what do we want to do? I guess I can show like voids, because void runs are also like a big part of like endgame. So with Iris, let's start with Void 1 actually. So for Iris, let me see the setup for Void 1. It's like, okay, swap this around. Okay, yeah, you want to do the swap because your like the order of your abilities matter for MP and AMP characters because you want to be spamming this skill, right? So if you put it like before, that's the skill you're going to be spamming if you hold Z down. So it's just like a little tip. Okay, so this is the setup for Void 1. And let's queue it. So I'm gonna queue with people because realistically, like, you're not gonna solo outside of like if you're making a video or like if you want to speedrun or something like that, like challenges, whatever. But we're just gonna make a lobby. And we don't have to include TA actually. Doesn't really matter. But I just want to show like what abilities to use and like how to use them. In Void 1. So again, this is the skill tree setup you want to be taking. And Iris is actually like one of the best characters to clear Void 1 with. You're gonna see how fast it is. I think it's pretty brain dead as well, but alright, let's queue it. And also, like, I'm not that good at this game, so like, I don't actually have hands. So if it's like not perfect, it's like, and just make sure to like do the combos that I go right from the beginning. That's like part of that game, but also important. Another thing, I guess like just a random thought. Master using quick save. Quick save is your alt key by default. Like this, the dodge button. If you can master that, like you're almost never gonna get hit. Just like time it properly. It's like a timing game. It requires you to like know what the enemy's gonna do, but once you play more, you're gonna get used to it. It's a really old feature. It's pretty dodge. Literally can't die. Yeah, like those dodge for a time legit cannot get hit. But obviously, like, be careful. The bar has to read that. Can't just get it. You just want to spam the same ability over and over until you die. That's how you play for character. But yeah. In this map, like, I only want to be using like MP1 and MP3. That's like the only two abilities you should be doing or using. And just do like the anti-regen pattern I showed earlier with the basic attacks. And then you should be good. Okay, so that's Void 1. Let's move on to Void 2 next. And I think it's the same skill tree, so we don't have to like change anything. So I'll show it again. This is like the exact same, I think. Let me double check. Yep, it is. So you can just keep it as is for Void 2 as well. Let's wait for one more person. Doesn't really matter, but I don't know. I just didn't want to do it solo. I mean, most like I said, like you're not gonna be soloing anyway. Like you're always gonna be playing with like 3 other people, so it's more like realistic. But it's fine. Like I'll do the breakdown and like go over like what you should be doing. So the spawn locations, they're always fixed. So I guess like if you're finding the spawn location, just find like the ones that are in the structure, find them and kill them. So there's one's gonna spawn here, and then I guess like right. So I'm just gonna go there. Doesn't matter what you do. My range helps. That happens when like too long without being killed. So there's 3 waves. You find them and kill them. I could do a live review actually to like go over the locations. We can do a live review. I didn't record it actually. Never mind. But Void 1 we already did, so it's like Void 1's not like rocket science. The only thing you have to like look out for is like the rain once you go into like 2 out. Right. Same thing here, right? You want to be just spamming the same ability over and over. Like that's basically the same feature. It's a really broken ability thing, so you want to be spamming it. So I'm gonna cast it and get the buff. So usually, someone's gonna kill sides, and if not, you want to be killing sides to get the word for the buff. I'm not gonna lecture you guys like complete noobs, but just something to know, I guess, just in case you didn't know for some reason. That's like hitting it up, and when our buff is about to expire, just go like one side. But I guess like someone's there already, as you can see, like going up below. A little bit more, and that's it. Same abilities all the way up. That's it. You're gonna see like that 3 times. Really dope. It's gonna have fun. So serious. I think it should die, but mana is blocked. Yeah, that's Void 2. It's the most annoying Void, but I guess like if you have a good party, literally everything else. There's like the sides mechanic, but again, like just either you or someone else go kill it, and it should be fine. Okay, let's go to Void 3. Void 3 has a different skill tree set up. So, Void 3. You want to take this one? Because it doesn't really matter, but I guess like the targets in that map are like big enough for you to like utilize the full Type 1 version. So, if you care about switching, just swap it. It doesn't really matter. And you want to take this one. Because, like I said earlier, like this one actually does more damage than this other ability that you also want to be taking. But the reason we would take this is like, you're gonna see like Void 3 is like a single target kind of enemy, and it's not like, it's not big, it's not giant, so you're not gonna be using this skill. So yeah, this is the setup for Void 3. Okay, but can you press ready so I can like start the game? Okay, like, can we stop looking at me and just press ready so I can like start? Like, what are we doing actually? Okay. Nice, man. Just wasted like 20 seconds of my life. Perfect. Void 3 is kind of annoying to do, low-key. Like, you're gonna have to like go around killing crystals, but not much of that here. Like, it's not very interactive. It's fine. Arguably, this map takes long as well, but just have to get it part of the game. Okay, so the mechanic is you're gonna spawn, oh shit. You have to go around killing the villains, like charge the big one. It's gonna like start shooting shit. And then once it starts shooting shit, you're gonna press a button. Because the lures you want to stand like right next to the crystal. It's like shooting at the crystal. So that it actually lowers its defense. There's going to be a fourth one. Take this teleporter up. Same mechanic. They're going to spawn a bunch of shit. I just want to kill them. You just want to one-shot this thing. Yeah, the abilities are like nice color. Here's the fun part. You're fighting versus like some humanoid thing. But she moves around a lot, so I guess it can be fun. What she has circle, like generally you want to just step out of it. These six are like stronger version to it. And there's different she's gonna start flying, I think. So she's flying here. So she's always gonna go so far. Danger, depending on the wind, fly towards like. If the wind is like flowing left, she's gonna fly. She's gonna fly on the bottom half of the screen. If the wind is like flowing right, she's gonna fly on the top part. So just like dodge accordingly. Like over there, like she was flying left. So we just want to be on like the upper platform to avoid getting hit. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Void. Like, it's just she's a single target, so you want to be using these abilities to hit her. Because the abilities that like hit big targets don't matter, right? It's gonna do like negative damage because she's like pretty small as a target. You just want to like use these abilities as much as you can, basically. So yeah, this one doesn't really matter. As you can see, like we didn't really use it. We used it like twice maybe, but it works better than this because again, like not a big target. So yeah, that's the explanation behind the skills. Okay, what are we missing? I guess we can like showcase AP, and again, like with TOD, I just want to like break down like how to play the map more than like how to use Iris in the map, because I feel like once you learn the map, like the characters should come with it, and it would get more like self-explanatory. But this one's also a VOD because I don't want to matchmake AP in the middle of a video. So let's pull it up. Okay, here's AP version. Let me turn off the sound because I want to be talking. So AP is pretty boring. We're gonna do like level 3 here, but I say it's boring because like it's a lot of mob killing. So legit, like there's no thinking about. You just want to kill shit, basically. But I guess like where the knowledge comes in is during like the boss fights. So we can just like skip to that. Okay, so after you kill this boss, you want to break the door, depending on like what level you go. We're playing level 3. So for level 3, like an important thing to note, there's no revives. So once you die, like you're just dead. Unless like you have a line or something to like res you. With redemption. But once you die, like you're gone. Until like they beat a boss fight. But then you won't be able to contribute because you're dead. So I think that's the main thing. No pots either. And there's like certain mechanics for the boss fights that we'll get into. Like I'll do a full breakdown, but yeah, for now it's just like mob killing. Not the most exciting thing ever, but just have to do it. Okay, so it's a boss fight. Like we melt this thing pretty easily. Again, like big targets. Like this is a setup for AP actually, so just note above. Same thing with TOD. Like I didn't like go over this abilities, but you can just see in the top corner, I guess, when I do the breakdown. So just note, like that's the setup. Another thing, after every boss fight, you regen your entire mana bar and your abilities go off cooldown. So that's like another thing to know, I guess. Back to mob killing. Okay, I think this floor. So stage 5, stage 11, and stage 17, I think, for rank 3. There's gonna be this thing called Grim Reaper. So if you ever encounter this thing, like it's gonna one-shot you. Like you'll know it one-shots you. So you just want to like avoid being hit. So a thing that I do, and you can't do this for every character, by the way. You have to like see if your character can do it. If their movement speed is too fast, you can't dodge it like this. But I'm just gonna walk it off. Like you just input directional key and walk it off. And that's how like you dodge it, basically. And then you have to be careful here because like he's gonna do like a middle slash. So let's do a breakdown there actually about like his attack patterns. Let me get a good shot, like right here. Okay. Grim Reaper. Where you spawn depends on like which slot you were in the lobby. So as 1P, I spawn in this location, and the first attack he's gonna do, he's gonna like summon like 4 clones of himself and like slash you. They're homing, right? So he's gonna send 4 because 1 player in every corner. So he's gonna send 4 of them and like do a slash. So you just want to like dodge it basically. You can walk it off like I did, but not every character can do it. Because I think Lyre can't do it because her movement speed is too fast. So you just have to be careful about which characters can do that. Or you can just use quick save. Quick save also dodges it, but you have to get the timing down. Like you have no room to like mess up, right? Because you insta die if you mess it up. But yeah, that's like 2 main ways to dodge it. Oh, You can also press like an ability to dodge it. That's like the safest way, because the iframe's longer, right? So those are like the three ways to dodge it, I guess. Also be careful of like other people's slashes, because they can hit you as well. And then after the initial slash, I'm gonna show it first. After you dodge the initial slash, he does a middle slash. You see that slash over there? Right there. That slash. So you have to be careful there too. Let's say like you run up next to him immediately following like the clone slash. You have to be careful of like this slash. This thing's also a one shot. And then that's it. That's his entire attack pattern. So he's gonna keep doing the same shit over and over until we kill him, or he kills us all. So yeah, just be careful where you're standing. Most of the time, if you're spawning from like my position, like down in the corner, you want to like go behind him and then cast, so you can get like a back attack. But it's fine. Like we have enough damage here to like just kill, even if I do a frontal attack. But best practice is to like just go behind them, like just walk around. You don't have to go up if your character can like hit below to like avoid this slash if you can. But yeah, just kill behind them and kill him ASAP, basically. Okay, other part is this boss fight. So Abyssal, whatever his name is, the Dominator. There's like mechanics you have to know, because he also has a one-shot ability, and I'll go over it once like we see it. But everything else is like whatever. Like okay, okay, I guess I can go over that. Once you see this hand motion from him, that random hand motion. Okay, do I even break this down? Like, is there a way to break it down? I guess I can. Just give me a sec. Right here. Once you see that like stupid hand motion, when he's like swinging his hand around, you're gonna know he's like casting his one-shot ability, right? And one of us, could be you, could be someone else, is gonna get this indicator. That means if you get hit, you're gonna be like in a circle that can one-shot you, but you have to like exit aside. Like once you experience it, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Like it sounds weird right now if you've never seen it, but that's his one-shot ability basically, and you have to play to like dodge this. So the counterplay is once you see that hand motion, just cast a skill. Once you see the hand motion, that's like option one. Second option, again, quick save. If you're nice like that, if you can time it properly, just press your quick save. You can dodge it like that. Or if you're fast enough, you can run out of it, which I don't even recommend. Like it's kind of fake. So either just skill or quick save. I got lucky here because I was like in the middle of casting, and it was like towards the end of my animation, so I didn't get caught. So you can see the rings there, right? You can see the rings. Like here, if you got caught, that would have been what happened to you. And then like one side opens up, you just have to like exit the other side. So yeah, that's what you have to look out for, basically. And then again, we're just pressing the same ability. He's a pretty big target, so that's why we bring this skill and just spam it on repeat, and it should be fine. So yeah, I think for the most part, that's like all you have to look out for. Oh, there's one more thing, but once we get to it, I'll break it down. But yeah, for Reaper, we went over Reaper mechanics, and then for Abyssal Dominator, that's like the main thing you have to look out for. Just like the hand motion as an indicator that he's gonna like do that one-shot thing. You still want to like react to it, because like even if it's not you who's getting targeted, like you still want to do it, right? So your main indicator is like the hand motion. Just like play it safe regardless. Cast a skill. Quick save is a bit trickier, but just cast a skill if you want to play it safe. Press an ability. Okay, I think the part where I want to show you guys, like, it's just boss fights over and over. Oh, another trick you can do. So you see like how I used my awakening skill during the boss fight earlier with like Abyssal Dominator. And I said earlier like how your abilities and MP bar regens after like every boss fight. So if your awakening skill isn't charged, just press like a random skill after like every boss fight before you get the it restored to like charge it. That's like another little tip you can do. Okay, and then let's go to the part where I want to show you guys. Okay, this part, I guess. So another thing is the buffs for like these mob stages. So if you see this indicator, it means like there's going to be a resistance buff for enemies, and once you see the colors on them, like you'll know. Basically, purple shield, like this guy right now, like you see this purple color around them. Purple shield equals skills less damage, but then your basic attacks or pet does more damage. And then if I play the tape, you're gonna see it red now. So that's like the swapping mechanic. Like once you see it red, it means red. Skills more damage. So it's basically the opposite. Skills more damage, and then auto basic attacks and pet less damage. So that's all you have to know if you see like this. But you don't even have to like pay attention to this. You can just see like what color they are, purple or red, right? Purple or red. So just pay attention. So yeah, that's all. That's basically it. This map is like so boring, man. Like it's whatever. But yeah, those are like all the mechanics in the map. Like the Grim Reaper fight, the Abyssal Dominator fight, and then like this little mechanic. Those are like the only things that can mess up your run, I think. So just pay attention to those, I guess. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I guess I can play like the last stage fight, or like this further. I'll play like stage 17 and 18. So like just to show you guys one more time like what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, like sometimes like the enemy's just like invincible, I guess, like double like defense buff. He's so stupid. It's fine. Okay, so initial slash, walk it off, go behind them, skill, and then yeah, and he should die if everyone's hitting. If you want to play it more safe, you can press your awakening skill also, but that's up to you. I wouldn't. I mean, I don't need to, but that's also like an option you have. Just press your awakening skill if you need the additional damage. See that hand motion? That's your indicator. Yep. Spam the same skill over and over again. Very interactive gameplay. And this rain ability is kind of not balanced. Yep. That's your indicator again. Someone got caught. But let's see if he dodges it. Oh, Lime can TP, I guess. What the fuck? Okay, it's fine. But yeah, like one side opens up and then like you have to like react to it basically by like pressing that direction to like escape, because you get hit, you die. Yeah, that's AP. We had a Lime, so it's like easy mode. Even if we did die, like we just won't. So it was kind of easy mode anyway. But yeah, just pay attention to like the mechanics that I went over. Okay, what else? So that covers like TOD, Void 1, Void 2, Void 3, AP. I think that's pretty much it. Try to think like if there's anything else you guys should know about. More skill tree. I think that's all the endgame mobs. Like IC4, like Infinite Cloister 4. I don't like this stage. Cause like on average, like most players wouldn't be able to like clear it anyway, without like heavy potting. Like it's just content that isn't meant to be like cleared currently. Like once we get like stronger gear, like maybe if they release like void accessories, then we would like have an easier time, or like it would be considered like it wouldn't feel like impossible or like super hard to clear. Once we get like stronger with like new gear. But I feel like for now, like most people aren't going to be able to clear it anyway. Even for me, it's like kind of coin flip. Like if I'm doing it live, it's probably going to take multiple attempts to like get a good run. Like I can clear it, but it's not going to be clean. So I'm not going to show a lot. That's fine. I think that's pretty much it. Okay. Okay, I guess that's it for me. I hate this game. Whatever. Bye.